Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My end of the year videos are some of my favorite ones to film because this is where I can kind of revisit everything I tried over the year and select and share with you only the best of the best, the ones that truly stood out. And today's video is going to focus solely on drugstore purchases. These are not necessarily all products that were released in 2024, but they are products that I purchased in 2024. One more thing I feel compelled to say before I begin showing you the products. They are all things that I feel are comparable to similar high-end products that I have. So of course I'm going to tell you what I think the products are comparable to or a good alternative for as I speak about them. So without any further ado, let's jump into my best drugstore makeup purchases of the year. First up is the L'Oreal Prime Lab 24-Hour Pore Minimizer. I have spoken about the Prime Lab Shine Control Primer in other videos, and I have found that primer is excellent for controlling shine through the T-zone. And I do find that it is very comparable in effectiveness to the Makeup Forever Shine Control Primer. So because I had such good luck with that primer, I decided to try the pore minimizing because not only do I have oily skin, I have extremely large pores. That is something that kind of comes with the territory when you have oily skin. Your pores are usually more enlarged. And a lot of times liquid foundations, which is what I tend to use, can make the pores appear larger. Or in some cases, it can seem as though the foundation is sinking into those enlarged pores. So I find that a pore refining primer, certain ones, can really help refine the look of the pores, make it so the foundation that I put on top of it doesn't sink in. I get a real smooth, almost filter-like appearance. And with other primers I've tried, pore refining primers, a lot of them seem to work at first. For example, I'll apply them over my skin prep and it will appear that my pores are very smooth and almost like they've disappeared. But then once I finish my makeup, by the time I've completed my makeup, the effect is sort of gone. And with this one, I get everything I'm looking for. The pore refinement upon application and the longevity of the result. So if you have been looking at the Makeup Forever Pore Refining Primer or the Benefit Professional Primer or any other high-end pore smoothing primer that I may have talked about or other YouTubers may have talked about, but you just can't spend that kind of money on a primer, I cannot say enough good things about this one from L'Oreal. I also can't say enough good things about this Jason Wu Mattifying powder. I have spoken about this in many videos throughout the past year. This is one of those products where I'm not quite sure when it came out, but I only purchased it this year. I just happened to be on the Target website looking to try more affordable products because I'm always trying to keep a good mix of products in my videos. And I noticed that this powder had extremely good reviews. So I added it to my cart. From the first time I used this powder, I was just truly blown away by the feel, how finely milled this powder is. The feel of this powder truly rivals some of the most expensive powders that I own. And then when I went and applied it, I was honestly just marveling at the finish that this powder gave me, the actual shine control that it provides. Now, let me be clear. My skin is so oily that there is not a product or a combination of products that keeps me shine-free for 10, 12 hours. With the best combination of products, I'm lucky if I get 5 hours being shine-free, which for someone who has been oily their entire life and well before all these fantastic products were available to purchase to combat the oiliness, to help with shine control, 5 hours is actually pretty impressive. I really don't need to apply any more powder right now. I'm quite shine free at the moment. But if you are like me and you have oily skin, and you want a beautiful, blurring, mattifying, pore minimizing powder that won't break the bank, Jason Wu is where it's at. And the full name of this powder is Ready Set Matte Setting Powder. And I use the translucent banana. Okay, about a week or so ago, I posted a video titled My Most Repurchased Products of All Time. And in that video, I talked about this next product, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Contour Wand. And there was no way, even though I just talked about it in that video, I felt like I had to repeat it in this one because I repurchased it quite a few times just in this past year because I use it so often. I have so many contour products of all price points in my makeup collection, so I can choose from many. But the fact that I reach for this one so much just, speaks to how good it is. I'm fairly certain this came out about a year ago, December 2023. I did not purchase it until maybe a couple months later, I think, and I've been hooked ever since. I use the Fair Light shade, and it blends out beautifully, and it smells good. It's the right tone. For many years prior to using this product, I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand, and that is around $40 or $42. I think I pay $8.99, anywhere between $8 and $10 for this. And then to set that contour, I have been reaching for this Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade, just says 300 on it. It is a perfect matte bronze. And yes, everything that I am talking about today is on my face. I find myself reaching for this bronzer sometimes over my Gucci bronzer. That is a true luxury $60 amazing bronzer. But I find myself, as I said, reaching for this one sometimes over it. The color is just perfection. It blends like a dream. It doesn't get patchy. It doesn't cling to my skin. I also like to use this as an eyeshadow, either just all over my lid for a one and done, going to run errands type of look, or I use it as my transition shade for really any eyeshadow look. So it's multi-purpose. You can use it to bronze and you can use it for eyeshadow. Well, most powder bronzers are multi-purpose, but anyway, it's just something else I wanted to point out about how great this bronzer is. Aside from the quality and the affordability and the accessibility, it's also practical. All right, let's talk about what I have on my eyes right now. I did a whole video dedicated to this eyeshadow palette, these eyeshadow palettes, because there is more than one color story. And not everyone considers the brand Morphe to be drugstore, but I do because number one, I think you can find Morphe at Target now. I typically purchase my Morphe products from Ulta, but you can purchase it wherever you'd like. But back to the palettes. These are the Artistry palettes, and today I am wearing Gold Seeker. I also have going Platinum, and I will link that video I did where I go in depth into these palettes and you can see a tutorial. I would say that out of all of the affordable brands on the market that I have purchased from this year, I have purchased the most from Morphe. I feel like they are just killing it this year with their launches. Their blush drops are amazing. These palettes are amazing. I recently purchased the, I think it's called Bare Attraction palette. I'll put the correct name in the description box. I'm loving that palette. By the way, these are actually called Rich and Foiled. I don't have my glasses on, so I thought it just said Artistry palette, which it does, but I think they're called Rich and Foiled. One category I don't speak to a lot on my channel is mascara. And that's because I tend to use a lot of false lashes, strip lashes, individual lashes, corner lashes, my own lashes with BK Beauty that I created. I really like falsies. I just feel like they do a lot for my eyes, especially being that my eyes are so hooded. Today I just put a couple of individuals on the outer corners. I just feel like it takes my makeup to the next level. However, I don't want to wear falsies every single day. I wear them to film, or I wear them if I'm going out at night, but if I'm just meeting someone for lunch, maybe I'm going shopping with my mom that day, I'm not necessarily going to put on any lashes, not even a couple of individuals. Finding an amazing mascara is important to me, but it's not of the utmost importance, simply because I can boost the look of any mascara with the falsies. Now, that said, I have tried many mascaras that are just not good. They either don't do much for my lashes, or they completely pull out the curl, or they have a clumpy formula, or formula that's too dry, or they smudge. So I have tried mascaras that I think are really, really good, and some that I think are really, really bad. One of my high-end favorites is the YSL Lash Clash, and I have been using that in brown for like the past year. And I was trying to find a more affordable option for those of you who can't or just don't want to spend a lot of money on a mascara. I think the YSL is around $30. It might be $35, I can't recall. But this Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara in brown is an excellent alternative. Yes, I did say that I currently have on some corner lashes, but this also gave my front lashes, these are not falsies at the front. This is just from the mascara. It does such an amazing job of pulling out the puny lashes that I do have, making them look so much longer, so much thicker. I don't get any smudging. And I can't recall if I purchased the waterproof version or the regular. Even with my glasses, I can't see, so I have to do the whole take a picture and zoom in thing. No, it doesn't say that it's waterproof. Usually the waterproof version is better at holding the curl, but this one, the non-waterproof, apparently does a great job of holding the curl as well, and the shade is True Brown. Next up is a brow product so nice, I accidentally bought it twice. This is the L'Oreal Brow Lamination, 24-hour brow lamination. I think we've established over the time I've been here on YouTube that I love lip gloss, blush, and brow products. I am constantly testing new brow products, whether they're a brow pencil, a brow pomade, powder, pen, you name it. If it's new, I'm going to try it. And there is no reason that you should be spending more than, I think, the $10 that this costs on a brow gel. It's currently on sale at Target for $8.24. The regular price is $11. It's $14 at Ulta, $11 at Target. But of course, prices vary based on your location and when you see this video. I find myself reaching for this more than my Rare Beauty brow gel, more than my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I also really like the brow gel from Merit Beauty, and let's just say there are a lot of good ones on the market. If you don't want to spend $18 or $22 or $24, you'd rather spend half of that and get the same results, then I would try the brow lamination from L'Oreal. I really don't know why I ended up buying two. I must have thought I misplaced it or something. I don't know. All right, now let's talk blush. I have also purchased multiples of these NYX Buttermelt blushes. For the most part, I have only heard good things about these blushes. Just like with any product, I'm sure there is a segment of the population that doesn't love this product, this formula, but I think it's great. As I said moments ago, love blush. I buy a lot of blush, and these are some of my favorites. Not only is the price fantastic, the shade selection is fantastic, and the performance is, I don't really want to say fantastic, but fantastic. Simply could not think of another adjective at the moment. So today I used Getting Butter, and I'm trying to open it, but I put on some new nails today that I'm actually going to talk about as a bonus product at the end of the video. So I used Getting Butter today, but I want to touch up, well, not touch up, I want to add a little bit of this Had Butter shade because I know a lot of people are afraid of shades like this, but you shouldn't be. They're actually quite beautiful. Now, I did just go a little heavy-handed accidentally, so let's just buff that out. But do you see how it gave me a glow? And did you see how easily that blended out when I applied way too much at first? I'm just gonna put a little bit right there at the very top. You don't even need highlighter with this shade. It is absolutely stunning. And I'm actually going to dab a little bit into my lid as well. I really like doing that as a final touch. Just adding a little bit of that same blush shade to my lids to tie the entire look together. All right, maybe I got a little bit too much up there. It like went above my brow. All right, usually I don't use such a big brush for that. Am I okay? Are we okay? I think we're okay. A couple of my other favorite shades are Butter with Thyme and this really pretty cool toned Barbie pink called My Butter Half. So I didn't do this video as a ranking, like 10 to 1, but if I were going to rank all of these products, at number 1 would be these e.l.f. lip pencils. These might be the best drugstore launch of the year, in my opinion, because not only are these e.l.f. pencils so great, like so creamy, so long lasting, a great range of shades for all skin tones, they're $2. They're $2. The only gripe I have about these Cream Glide pencils is that the name is not on the actual pencil, the shade name is not on the actual pencil, it's at the top of the cap. And it's so hard to read that even with my glasses on, I can't see it. I have to do that whole take a picture and zoom in. So this one says Truth or Bare. But I can't be certain that I have put the correct tops back on the correct liners. So I think I used Truth or Bare today, but it could have been Baddest Beige, because like I said, there is a chance that I, at some point, have put the caps back on the wrong pencils, because sometimes I'll use one to line and then I'll use a darker shade to kind of overline my Cupid's bow and a little bit down at the bottom. And because they are so creamy, you can fill in your whole lip with the pencil and then just add a gloss on top. By the way, I feel like I'm always saying this, that all of the makeup I have on, even if I'm not talking about it in this video, will be listed and linked down below in the description box. But I am always getting comments on my videos asking me what my lip combo is or what foundation am I wearing today, and it's always there. Well, I wouldn't say always, because if it's a video that I filmed maybe a week before it was posted and I didn't write down what the lip product was or the exact makeup I was wearing, because sometimes if the video is sponsored, I have to turn the video in a few days or even a week before it ultimately gets uploaded. So in that time, if I didn't write it down, I can't remember what I used. But always look at the description box towards the bottom. First is always going to be the links of the products spoken about in the video. But then after that, I will have things like my jewelry or the clothing I'm wearing, if it's linkable. If you don't see it, that means that I can't link it. Like this dress I'm wearing is from Zara. I bought it months ago, it's no longer available. My jewelry is from my grandma who passed away about a year and a half ago. And then I will also link the nails I'm wearing. They are the Kiss nails, the Kiss Color Effects nails. I've spoken about these in a few videos recently. You've seen me wear these purple ones in several videos, and I cannot find the shade name of these. This one has the name on it. It's called The Weekends. These purple ones, I don't know the name of. But these are the bonus product. The 10th product, which I probably should have talked about first before I talked about this bonus product, is a fragrance. I am someone who only talks about fragrances once in a while, although I will have a dedicated, well, maybe it'll be a dedicated fragrance video coming soon. I love vanilla fragrances, but I don't always love how sweet they are. And, you know, fragrance is just so personal in general, and buying a fragrance blind is very risky because what I like might not be what you like, or what smells good on me and works with my body chemistry might not work with your body chemistry. So, if you want to blind buy a fragrance, but not spend a lot of money on that blind buy, and you really like vanilla fragrances like I do, but you don't want the vanilla fragrance to be too sweet or cloying, you've got to try this one from Mix Bar. I purchased it at Target. It's called Vanilla Bourbon. And I get so many compliments when I wear this perfume. It retails for $20 at Target. I just looked and it's currently, the day that I'm filming this video, on sale for $14.99. I'm looking it up so I can get the notes for you. It says here that it is inspired by the richness of pure vanilla beans, notes of bergamot, jasmine, apple blossom, Madagascar vanilla bean, and sandalwood. That's probably why I like it, because I am a sandalwood fan. Not too much sandalwood, but I like a little bit of sandalwood, especially in the dry down. It is an eau de parfum spray that provides a defined, long-lasting scent. I will agree with that. It does linger. Thoughtfully designed to be worn alone or mixed and layered. It is 100% clean, vegan, and cruelty-free. I love it. And I do mix this with other scents. I went out to dinner about a month or so ago with 2 other YouTubers, one of whom really only buys luxury. I think some of you can guess who I'm talking about. And she said, oh my God, who smells so good? Which one of you smells so amazing? Well, then she said, you both smell good. And she came up to each of us, and in front of me, she said, what are you wearing that smells so good? And I said, you're never gonna believe it. It is the Love Shack Fancy perfume. I can't recall the name, but I will put it in the description box if you're interested in knowing. I mixed the Love Shack Fancy with this, and it is now one of my go-to combos, because you know, anytime somebody compliments you on your perfume, you know it's a winner. And I have been complimented on that combo several times since from strangers. So there they are, the best drugstore makeup purchases of the year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do upload new content at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. My username is the same on every platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.